don't know, I have in general the feeling that animation is getting more known to people. It's not just some thing that some weird people do. My name is Leon Vidmar. How did I came to animation? Basically, I loved it as a kid, of course, like many kids. But then I know that the first animation that I did was, I think, in high school or late primary school, when I realized, oh, I can manipulate images. I like to draw since a kid, and then this was like, oh, so the image can also move. It's not just the still image. And anyway, the ideas were bursting in my head, so it was really simple to, go from just still image to moving image. And the love for animation started with this, trying it out and realizing that, oh cool, this is a nice media that you can do much more than just with the still image. Don't get me wrong, I still like painting and I still paint when I have time, but animation was something that, especially then in high school already, I was, drawing doodles, not listening to the professor, but drawing doodles, and it was already almost animation. I did a lot of flip books, all the school stuff was made in this way that I had, all the corners were flip books of, something moving, and also at the time I did my first kind of stop motion, which I later discovered, and at the time I didn't even know it's called stop motion. It was just, oh, I can make puppets. I really like puppets. I like sculpting stuff. So in this case, it was really fun to do it in this way. So for me, it was, at the time, there was no computer technology accessible to do it in this way, so I had to do it with a VHS camera, so pressing record and stop, like, kind of making pictures, but actually it was from pressing the button, it was still a second or something. It wasn't really a frame. But then all these trials were still made me want to do more, like want to explore more. And then when I went to the academy, one of the reasons I went not for sculpturing or painting, I went to the graphic design department because there was a possibility to do some animation, and that was like, oh yeah, I will go for this. And then later, and then I was just exploring and doing more and more of it. In my work, you mean the latest work?
The latest.
Yeah, in the latest, in the farewell, it was, the inspiration was memories from my grandparents, from my grandfather and grandmother, and spending time with them. It was my childhood in a way, but it wasn't. It was really focused on my grandparents, not parents, and this part, but it was just a thing that happened in one evening or morning. I don't really even remember. It was 3 years ago when I got the idea of, and it was just bursting from my head, all these images, which were later and with this film transformed into some structure. And but it's the base is the memories. And then collaboration, or how to call it, crossing with reality, and how we perceive these memories and reality and how they interact with each other. I think it's spreading. The the community. Or maybe I have this feeling, but I don't know. I have, in general, the feeling that animation is getting more known to people. It's not just some thing that some weird people do. It surrounds us, everyone. It's all around the World Wide Web. It's full of animations anyway. So, okay, here is more specific animation, film animation, and author works. But I think we kind of have quite a public in Slovenia, at least considering the people coming to visit Animateka. I think it's spreading. I don't know. Well, currently, of course, I'm with the last film I did. I'm most proud of what the whole team did for the film. It was amazing in that short period of time, and with the small funds we get, considering the world, other countries. But yeah, now it's 1 year past since I animated the film, so I got so many new ideas and new things that I'm really looking forward to doing some new stuff. And actually today it was a really nice experience of doing the Pentagon, because it was after a year of, I did some animations but 2D, but to do some stop motion again, it was real fun. Well, Animateka is one thing I really am looking forward to each December. I know that since the beginning of Animateka, I'm already visiting it. So of course, it's always fun to be there, and I'm always kind of. Since I was more involved in animation, I became more involved in Animateka also, or with some workshops, or with graphic design. It depends from year to year, but I'm always somewhere around.